Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's field guide I kind of want to just go over stocking up on animals a little bit because I've noticed that a lot of people have been saying that animals spook way too easy and it's too difficult. And I mean, I can kind of understand that, but at the same time I still feel like if you guys have played Call of the Wild, you just have to get out of that Call of the Wild kind of hunting style mentality and just figure out how to hunt differently. So right now we have some elk right in front of us, okay? And as you can see, I am standing up. I'm not crouched. I'm just standing completely still. Now, they are about 230 yards out, so they're not that close. But here's the deal, guys. If I just, even if I crouch right now, if I crouch and if I go directly up to them from where I am right here, that's not going to work. It's just not going to work. They're going to spook. And, you know, we don't want that. Now, as you can see, we have more elk up there. So if we just kind of stayed here, and if they come this way, just silently staying here like this, they will get pretty close. And I am going to put in a little bit of footage later on here in this video to show you guys exactly how close elk will come to you if they're on that path and you just let it happen. You know, I think so many of us are just looking for a faster paced experience, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But this game is just not like that, you know? So, one of the questions is about bows. If they put bows in the game, how is that going to work with getting close to animals? And really, guys, what it's going to boil down to is just you changing how you hunt. So, we're going to try to get a little bit closer here. We are crouch walking. We're not slow crouch walking. And another thing that I've noticed is if you kind of move a little bit and then just stop periodically, sometimes that helps as well. Not all the time, guys. Again, so far what I found is that nothing in this game is going to work 100% of the time. And honestly, I think that's kind of part of the charm of it. So if this bridge wasn't here, that would be really helpful. But unfortunately it is. I don't know if we can crouch underneath this. Now let's see if we can go prone and kind of crawl under here a little bit. So again, it's just a lot slower of an experience. It's just slow and methodical, really. It's kind of the name of the game. You know, whereas Call of the Wild, we could easily get closer to these animals, you know, without going through all this. But like I said, this isn't Call of the Wild. And he's still calm, but the fact that he's calling does make me a little nervous. It says he's 218 yards away, which that seems a little strange to me. So let's get back up here. Okay, so it says he's about 169 through the binos. So maybe that wasn't him calling. Maybe there's another one back there, but as you can see, they are definitely still calm. So let's just see how much closer we can get. I mean, right now, you know, well, he stepped behind a tree, but right now, that is the perfect distance for me to take a shot with the rifle. Now, obviously, if you're bow hunting, this wouldn't be ideal, but I cannot wait till they get bows in this game because it's just going to be The strategy, the changing of the strategy now. Okay. So see, she's still calm. He is right there behind that bush. Or, I cannot get to him. And he's a 1-star mature, so he would be ideal for taking down. I don't want to move too much. So again, I just say, like, little movements. There he is right there. There he is right there. So what is he? He's about 145. Ooh, we may have shot that a little behind. I'm not sure. We'll mark the spot, though. Alright, guys, so my guess is at night, the blood doesn't glow. And we didn't hit him good anyway, but, I mean, 100 cents off, 100 cents on, and, man, you can just barely see that blood glowing right there. So here's the thing, guys. I'm not really too worried about this because the point of this video isn't tracking, and the point of this video isn't harvesting an elk. The point of this video is just to show you guys that you can absolutely get close enough to these animals if you just do it the right way. So I guess I'm going to try to look for this thing the best I can. And I'm going to show you guys yet another clip that I got even closer to elk. Or I should say, they got closer to me. Alright guys, so we had to harvest a bull elk within 109 yards. And I'm going to try to show you guys how to do that if we can. I mean, these guys are walking right into me. So I don't feel like this is going to be too difficult. As long as they come up over this ridge, we should be good. But my point being is that if you just stay still, which we are, you won't spook them. Now, if they'll cooperate and come where they're supposed to, or at least where I want... Oh, yeah. Right there, right there, right there, right there. What is that? That's pretty close, man. That's a 1-star mature. That's actually perfect. Okay, look at that, guys. Look at that. That is perfect. See that? They are coming right to me. So, guys, to sit there and say that the animals won't come in, they absolutely will come in close. And I mean, this is within perfect bow distance as well. If we had a bow, we could totally do this. If they could just not glitch over those rocks, which they're getting fixed now. And look how close they are. Now, I don't think he's the one I really want. I don't know if he's a mature. I think he is, though, so... There we go. We got him. $925 yards. That's not right. But, if we got him down, let's just go over to the objectives here. Tread softly. Harvest a male elk with a shot from 109.36 yards or less. So let's activate that. Let's get over here because that should have been a good shot. If it wasn't, I'm literally gonna cry. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, here we go, right here. So we did take him out with the new 308 that we just bought. So I don't know how well this gun is gonna take down an elk here. It should take him down relatively good. If we could just pick up the blood trail, that would be absolutely fantastic here. Okay. Again, you just gotta kind of train your eyes to the rhythm of the light pattern. And if you could do that, you can pick up the trail very easily. Now, when I spotted him in the binos, he was under 100 yards. So I'm hoping that that is correct. I mean, he definitely should have been. Okay, there's that one. Where does it go now? Hmm. There we go. Again, a little difficult to see in the sun. Should have turned over this way. Okay. Hmm. Would have thought he would have went down maybe a little quicker than this. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Is that him right over here? No, that's more blood. Yes, there he is right there. Okay, so let's pick him up and see if we did get him in the right distance. 53.3 yards away. That is absolutely beautiful. So, see, guys, the animals will come in. You just have to be patient. You have to do it a little bit different. I think everybody is so, their mindset is still Call of the Wild that, you're just not giving this a chance. You're not trying to adapt with a new game. And that's all you have to do. Like, honestly, I see a lot of people saying that they want, the animal spook distance lowered, especially on elk. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see them ruin this game by making it as easy as Call of the Wild. And honestly, I'm not saying this to be a dick, but honestly, guys, if you really want an easier hunting game, Call of the Wild is probably just more of the game for you. This might just not be the game for you, and that's not a big deal, is it? You know what I mean? There's other games now. We have the options, we have choices. So if this isn't your cup of tea, by all means, stick with Call of the Wild. But please, please, don't try to make the developers change this game and turn it into Call of the Wild, because I don't want to see that happen to this game. So let's sell him. All right, guys. So to end out the video, here we are on some elk yet again. We have a 1-star mature. He's probably the best one to take, and we actually have a 1-star young that looks pretty good, man. He's got some real potential. So as you can see, again, they are well within shooting distance to us. We're just staying very still and just letting them come right to us. Now, I would love to get in a little bit better of an opening, like maybe right there. Yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. See that? They are well within shot. Well within shot. And they are going right down to that little stream to drink. Now, I don't want to spook them, but again, they will come right this way if we just move very minimally. So right there, you can see, guys, they are very close to us. You know, and I mean, these seem to be some of the most difficult animals on a Nez Perce map to get close up to. And as you can see, we are pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. They're calm. They don't know we're here. We could have easily taken a couple shots on these guys already, but I chose not to. Just as another way to show you guys that you can get close to them. You can get close to them if you just have patience and just change your tactics. And I know at the end of the last clip, guys, I kind of made an impassioned plea to not make the game easier like Call of the Wild. And I still feel that way, guys. And I'm sorry, but, you know, the best part of having two hunting games that are so different is that they don't have to change. They don't have to become the other game. And it's okay if you guys like the other game better. If Call of the Wild is more your type of game, where you don't want to just sit here and wait for the animals to kind of come into you, you want to have a more fast-paced game, then that's fine. But, you know, I feel like a lot of us Call of the Wild players, you know, this is what we wanted from Call of the Wild and we couldn't get, and now we have it. And it is just so awesome to be able to do stuff like this that, yeah, I don't want anything to mess it up. And we're going to take that guy, I think. There we go. Let's just... end this video with a nice elk down, shall we? And as you can see, guys, like, I stood right up and they didn't like immediately run away. I had time. So before we pick this guy, before we pick this guy up, let's just kind of recap. So when you hear animals, when they're in front of you especially, you kind of want to figure out where they're headed. Now, however you choose to do this is on you. Okay, if you want to use the camera to figure that out, be my guest. It's your game. Okay, I'm really sick of people telling other people how to play a game that they bought. Okay, the developers obviously put that feature in the game because they wanted you to utilize it. If it's something you don't want to use, then don't use it. It's as simple as that. If you want to use it, use it. It's not that big of a deal. But the best thing to do is just try to figure out where those animals are headed. And if you can kind of cut them off and head them off at the pass and get ahead of them and just stay super still, they will just come right into you, just like these elk were doing to me. I wasn't doing anything special. I was just sitting there, just buying my time. And they came in super close. And like I said, although the terrain that I was in wasn't ideal, if I would have had a bow, I would have definitely been able to take a bow shot on any one of these guys. So now all I have to do is track this guy down, pick him up, and then we can end the video. Alright, so he didn't go far at all. Here is our elk down right here. And the moment of truth is upon us, guys. How well did we do? How close were we away from him? We were 88.6 yards when we took that shot. So we were definitely zeroed in wrong, I feel. But we got a beautiful left lung hit. A little bit of flesh, of course. And, I mean, it took him down. So that just goes to show you guys, I mean, twice now we have elk to come in under 100 yards. And like I said, it seems like the consensus is the elk are some of the most difficult animals to get close to. And I mean, I guess if you want to look at it in the aspect of you kind of stalking to get close to them, like constant movement, then I guess, yeah, it is difficult. But it's not impossible to get closer to the animals. You just have to figure out different ways. Yeah, you can't run up on them. You can't even walk towards them. Like, I couldn't have continually even slow crouched or even went prone, crawling, and got 88.6 yards away from them because they would have heard me. But just sitting there, sitting still, they walked right into me like I wasn't even there, and they were calm the whole time, guys. So that is absolutely awesome. I think that is just fantastic. And like I said, guys, I'm really doing this because I do want to help all the hunters out there. I think this is a fantastic game, and I really think that you just have to change your tactics with this game. That is the biggest lesson that I have learned from playing this game. I have played this game almost nonstop since its release, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I first started playing the game, I was playing it like I was playing Call of the Wild. I was running around trying to find animals, and it just wasn't working. And when I changed my tactics, things started popping, things started happening. I started figuring out, that you have to do things differently. And if we just take a look into the game, our character even? Yeah, character. So I have 116 animals down. Now, obviously, this is a low number compared to what you're going to get with a game like Call of the Wild, but still, 116 animals, that's not bad. So it's it's definitely doable. It's not impossible to get closer to the animals in this game. You just got to change your tactics. With that being said, guys, that's where we're going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video helps you get closer to the animals. And honestly, guys, if it's the type of thing where, some people just want to be stubborn and they don't want to wait for the animals to come in, like, I get that. That's fine. But as I said before, Call of the Wild is a fantastic game for that style of gameplay. Don't try to make the developers ruin this game because it's not your style of gameplay when there's a perfectly good hunting game out there that's already like that, right? We don't need a second Call of the Wild game. We don't need a second Way of the Hunter game. We have these two games. They're both fantastic for what they do. And if you enjoy one more than the other, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's the joys of having multiple games in a genre, and I am just so happy that we finally have another good hunting game that just gives us a different experience. All right, guys, I know I'm being very long-winded today, and I apologize about that. I like to keep these field guides a little short, but one like this, it's a little difficult to keep it on the short side. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I hope you're all enjoying the game as much as I am. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time, guys. But until then, happy hunting.